Hello, everyone, and welcome to MediaMelt, the show where we talk about the media that is supposed to melt our minds, or in the very least, tries to. I'm, of course, your host, Dylan Strickland, and today, let's talk about the Book of BOBA FETT. Here with me is separatist sympathizer Kirby Talesky. How are you doing?
You got to shorten that intro, bud. Yeah, you've been doing this for what, 50 episodes now? Or something like
37.
that? 37?
But
You
that's
need
not
to
even
make
the
that
end of it. Are
shorter.
you ready? I just want to
Uh,
remind you guys
oh,
how the
God.
show is going to
You
go
gotta.
today. We are going to talk about, we're just going to get straight into Book of Boba Fett, but we're, of course, going to do our story breakdown. And I want to remind you guys that we're on Spotify. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into the Book of Boba Fett. Kirby, just give me a overall opinion here. What did you think of the show overall?
I mean, it was all right. It's all right. What's Boba's name? The actor's name?
Beta?
But why you got to do that to him?
Tamara Morrison. Tamara Morrison.
Yeah, dude. He has the opportunity to make so much bank right now for just like Star Wars in general, because I mean he's the face of every clone. He's like
Yeah,
I want him.
anybody.
I want him to do like a Rex and Cody show. You know,
There is not a movie, theoretically, if Boba's still alive, there is not a movie that he couldn't be a part of in the Star Wars
Yeah.
universe. Like, there's not a timeline section we haven't gone where Boba or Jango wouldn't exist.
Mm-hmm. We're working on it though. They're getting there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, the show was all right. I mean, it was good. It was a lot better than I thought it would be.
It was better than you thought it would be.
Yeah.
It was just about was what I thought it would be.
Well, you're a basic bitch, so
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the story breakdown. So of course we basically start off, it shows us that he's in the back to tank, and then we see what you and I both have to talk about. There's no way we can avoid talking about the fact that we finally get to see him escape the Sarlacc pit.
So
Underwhelmed? What do you think?
it not underwhelmed, but more of
I mean, this is
like
40 years of fan speculation.
Yeah, I mean, like my only question is, why is he the only one to have escaped?
Oh, well, because he's got Beskar armor on.
I don't think that really mattered.
Oh, it definitely mattered.
You
It's
think?
the only thing that kept him from being like immediately like you saw his skin underneath, right?
Well,
Like,
yeah,
that was,
but I mean,
that was with Beskar.
but I mean, you see, like the stormtrooper armor and stuff. I mean, that guy's still got to be alive. The stormtrooper armor looks pretty fucking good.
Well, you had to think the Stormtrooper also doesn't have a flamethrower. Like, I think the flamethrower is really what got Boba out of there.
I'm just saying, if they're because I mean, he's been dead for like 40 plus years now, and then they're bringing him back. I just think they could have. I mean, it was good. It was good, but they could have done something to explain, like why does he get special treatment? Is my
What I thought I really didn't have an issue with that. I just
No?
thought it happened very fast.
Oh,
Like, I
you
was
thought
like,
there-
wow.
you
I was
thought
like,
you
people
thought
have
it
been
would have been
talking
like
about this forever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you thought it would have been like an entire
it was like
episode
2 minute scene.
of-
Like, he puts his hand through the thing and he gets the, dude. I will say that shot of him in like, I'm not a Boba Fett fan. I think he's pretty average.
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, no, yeah, of course. You couldn't tell by the intro. I think I mean, I'm coming around. Like, he's not terrible. I don't think I still think he's one of the most overrated characters in Star Wars. But
I've got a question. Do you like him more now because of the actor that plays him, or do you like him more now because he has development as a character?
I think I like him more now because of the like tribal stuff that we'll get into talking about.
Okay.
Just because I think that's really cool, which I guess is intrinsically tied to Tamara Morrison. So maybe it is that.
Like a beta.
Yeah.
Like
Banta. But yeah, no, I just thought it was really fast. I was like, holy shit. But you know what? I also thought I did, like I said, that shot of him just sitting in there when you like see him down there at first. That's really cool. And him with did you ever think about how long that stormtrooper had to been there? Because if this is like Boba's, or if this is like Jabba's like place,
Mm-hmm.
that stormtrooper, I mean, I mean, I guess
he could have been tossed in there like a week before.
No, because I mean, well, not really, because this, the empire is destroyed. So, and theoretically, he was down there before Boba because he was dead. So, at least,
that's what I'm saying. Like a week before, because I mean that happens at the beginning of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
so
okay.
And the Empire's still around. So I mean, it literally could have happened like a day before or something, and the Stormtrooper could have. Mm-hmm. He could have died on his way into the pit, and he was just dead in there.
How do you feel about the Jawas taking his armor?
I mean, that had to happen at some point. I think I guess it took me a while to understand why he didn't like fight back. Was because his skin
he got all fucked up. But
yeah,
I agree. That wasn't very. I was like, why isn't he?
Yeah, he could have done something, but he just laid there. But I mean, when you go inside of a Sarlacc pit and come out of it,
that part where he like crawls out of the sand, that was kind of cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. Well, when he takes off his armor, did he kind of look like Dr. Evil to you, or was that just me?
I mean, that's just because of the suit.
He's wearing an all white suit. He's completely bald. All I could think was $1 million.
$1 million.
I think you're just stereotyping now. I think you're just like
bald stereotyping.
Bald guys in white bluish suits.
Not even white. I guess he kind of looks white.
He looked pretty white in the desert and the scars and everything.
Yeah. I guess. Okay, so then after we get that flashback, then we fast forward to Fennec Shand, and they're in Mos Espa and getting their tributes and stuff. How did you feel about the delegation stuff with Boba and Fennec? Like the part where like the water, you know what I'm saying? Like where this is where he gets the Gamorrean guards too.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that they showed us like exactly how he like came across Fennec and helped her out, and she basically just started working for him. I'm glad that was pretty well executed. I liked it.
I'm talking about like them being the leaders, because we don't get their backstory until like episode 4 or whatever. We'll get there. But
no, I mean, I think they're a good leader, because I mean, Ming-Na Wen, Fennec,
I think she's a great leader.
Yeah. She does really well. I mean, she was really good in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then, for me, I don't know if it's just me, but I get a little bit of Melinda May in Fennec. I don't know if that's just me. I
think both characters are a badass. Like if that's what you're talking about.
I mean,
both characters are cool.
I just get like, they're kind of second in command, running a lot of the like company or whatever, but still secondhand. And you are like just oversaturating yourself right now.
I can. Okay, there we go. That's good.
There you go.
I don't like that either. Okay.
Just like point it down, like that. Like
that's what
that's fine. Like just point it down.
See how this side's not lit? That kind of bothers me. I don't know. No, this is bad too.
Point it straight up.
I'll have the Jeopardy theme here while I fuck with this fucking thing.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right, there we go.
You done?
Yeah, I'm finished. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I liked Fennec Shand. She was a good addition to Star Wars, and the chemistry between Boba and Fennec was it felt a lot
good.
more. It felt a lot more natural.
They don't agree on everything.
It felt a lot more natural in this show than in Mando season 2, because
we didn't know.
We didn't know, and you get a reason why in this, because Boba says at some point, "I'm tired of working for lords and them making stupid decisions and throwing the lives of."
I like that she's very upfront throughout this whole season. Like she tells him when she's like, "I don't think we should. I think we should."
She doesn't bullshit.
She's upfront with how she feels about what he's doing, which I think she should lead, because he's kind of an idiot in a lot of stuff.
I think that's more of him,
like not knowing, like it being new to him.
Not more or less not knowing, more of trying to rule with respect instead of fear.
Yeah, that's fine, but there's moments where I feel like he's a little incompetent.
Like when?
Well, when we go through it, I'll point it out and be like, Kirby,
Okay.
this is a moment where I think he's kind of incompetent.
Okay.
So then they go and they visit the tailhead lady who
The hottest MILF in the galaxy.
I'm gonna refrain from saying anything about that.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, yes, she is
you're just gonna
beautiful.
bleep that out.
No, I'm not gonna bleep it. I want people to know how awful you are. That was pretty crude. That was pretty crude, Kirby. What I will say is she is a beautiful actress.
I am not the only person with that opinion,
especially for 60. She's
60.
She's 60,
who
Kirby.
Who is this? I'm about to.
she's 60, which is crazy. She looks great for her age, and so does Ming-Na Wen.
Yeah, she's like 50, isn't she?
Yeah, they both look great for their age, is what I'll say, and they're both very, very talented. So then after they leave here, Boba gets his money, his tribute, and then they leave, and then they get attacked in the town square with the dude with the shields that seem to be made out of the same stuff from the confrontation with Maul on Naboo. They like divide Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, like the red shields.
Oh, yeah.
And they have this fight. And Kirby, this fight was...
It was cheesy.
Yeah. And not in like the Star Wars cheesy. It was just cheesy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean...
there's cheesy I accept because it's Star Wars. And then there's cheesy that's like...
Yeah, there's 2 points in the show that are like pretty cheesy, that's just... kind of bad writing and bad execution. One is this fight scene, because I mean the reason why they're there and why they fight isn't cheesy. It's just the fight itself, and the running to get the rest of the guys was kind of cheesy shit.
I like that. I do like
editing.
that. I do like that Boba gets folded though, because that's exactly what I thought would happen.
Oh well, and you got to think he's not at 100% right then either.
He never is. Did you see how he died in Return of the Jedi?
I mean,
he's always at 20%. He's so overrated. But whatever. I don't have any problem with the actors. The character is just so basic to me, and everybody makes him out to be so cool. Mando is what everyone thinks Boba is. That's how I see it. Mm-hmm. Mando is what everyone wants Boba to be, and they just aren't. Anyway, he gets folded. I like that. I think the part where he shoots the guy with the rocket and it explodes. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that, where the dude's like climbing up the building?
Yeah.
Him? Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
Was cool.
And then he has to get carried away by his guards to go get put in the back to tank, which is whatever. And then we get the flashback of him with the Rhodian, and this is where how he earns the respect of the Sand people, because he saves the Tusken child from that like new alien that we've never seen.
That was cool, like the 6
that was cool
beast.
Yeah,
whatever, just
like the centaur looking thing. Yeah, that thing was dope, and that fight choreo I actually liked. I actually liked that scene a lot, and how he comes back and he earns the respect of the like tribe's chief, and like. I thought that. How did you feel about that?
I like that a lot, because I was curious. I was waiting on the turn, the flip that would happen where he the Tuskens train him, and that was it. And for us not like being able to understand the Tuskens, it's just we don't even get facial expressions with them. It's just gestures, and that's it.
Yeah, like a rough sign language almost. It's kind of weird. Yeah.
And they did pretty good on showing their emotion through that and what they were trying to do and everything towards Boba and what's going on. I thought it was really good. Everything with the Tuskens was probably one of the better things of Book of Boba.
Like the stuff they established in this episode where like the Tuskens just live off the land, like they have those black melons that they drink.
Yeah, they're Native Americans.
Yeah. Well, they're inspired by the indigenous peoples. Yeah. I think it might be more. I don't know. I'm not the guy to talk about it. But I really like that, where they're like they are part of like the ecosystem, and they like have an understanding of that. I thought that was really cool.
So I've got a question that just popped in my head. So do you
think about it first, Kirby?
No, I did. I have. It's not that. Okay. Although Still.
No, Kirby, no.
hey, I'm an honest guy. What can I say?
Too honest.
I'm not.
Just say what you need to say, Kirby.
Okay. Do you think Boba is more badass in Mando season 2 than he is in the entirety of Book of Boba?
No, about the same.
No? About the same?
I wasn't blown away with his appearance in Mando season 2.
I mean, I will say that he kicks more ass in the fight scene in Mando season 2 than he does, in my opinion, like in one-on-one combat than in the entirety of Book
Really?
of Boba.
You think so?
I mean, yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh my god!" Like he comes in and destroys these stormtroopers.
Oh, he does.
I was like, "Dude, they're stormtroopers. Like they're garbage. Like I don't know how to explain. Like yeah. I get it. Like sure. Him like the helmet thing was cool or whatever. But I think, and then but like in the next episode he gets folded by Bo-Katan. So I was like, I don't like. He's so overrated, dude. He took out street level thugs. Like it's not that big of a deal. And everybody was like, oh my god. I will admit though, I don't know what it is. I don't even like the movie that it's in. Really. I mean, I think it's okay, but something about hearing that fucking Sonic blast.
Oh yeah,
wow. Boing.
The delay
it just makes me feel so good. Like I don't even like those movies all that much, but god dang, like
it's one of the most satisfying sounds.
What's his name? Big Groff or something like that? The dude who just did the sound,
I don't know.
The sound for all the Star Wars movies. Like he's a genius. Wow. I just I love it, dude.
Good.
It's so good.
One of the best sounds in the world right there.
Yeah. So that scene where he like flies up and then does that with the ships in episode 7 is clutch, but only because of the sound design. So yeah, he's about the same for me. He's always been the same for me. I don't know, bro. I'm not on the Fett train. I'm not.
I mean, I'm not either, but I mean
now you think he's cool, Kirby.
I mean, yeah, but I mean he's not like he's not the weakest person in the fucking galaxy, but he's not also
I don't think he's the
strongest.
Weakest. Like, I definitely think he can take out, like, there's stormtroopers and bottom-level thugs, and right here's Boba Fett. Like, right above it. Just enough to take him out. But literally anybody above that level, he doesn't stand a chance.
Okay.
That's why, like, Bo-Katan's sidekick beat him, Kirby. Just some random Mando. Oh,
Rando Mando.
Yeah,
I like
Rando
that.
Mando. Okay, anyway, let's focus back on the show though. Moving into episode 2, this
is only episode 2. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Episode 1 was thick.
Yeah.
They interrogate the dude, who's actually, I don't know if you noticed this, he's working for the mayor, right? Clearly, because the mayor is whatever. Which the mayor is voiced by the director Robert Rodriguez, or one of the executive producers. You know, and he sounds so much like Mando. Did you think that too?
What? Who? The mayor?
Yeah, the mayor. Because he sounds like Mando to me.
Hold on.
Whatever. It's not that important.
I'm trying to find.
Then the mayor denies his involvement with the assassins, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
They inform him of Jabba's cousins, and when they leave, the mayor's crib, after going, I think, back to the bar, the twins show up. The Hutts.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the involvement of the Hutts?
So, have we seen those Hutts before?
We might have briefly seen them in Clone Wars, this is actually the first live action appearance
of the Hutts
since Phantom Menace.
Okay.
So it's been almost 20. It's been over 20 years since we've seen the Hutts in live action.
I mean, those are right. I mean the Hutts are the Hutts in my opinion. You know.
You don't like the Hutts?
I mean, I didn't say that.
It's good now.
It's just
I'm Solo.
I mean, the Hutts are just more or less power-drunk warlords.
Yeah.
And I mean, like the Hutts themselves are fucking useless.
They remind me. They kind of remind you of your mom.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's what you have a record of it.
Gabby, get fucked, you bitch. I'm kidding. I love Kirby's mom.
Hey,
on the record, I love Kirby's mom. She's great.
Hey, how's your girlfriend doing, huh? How's
cutting that?
Oh, you'll cut that,
huh? Anyway, did you think it was cool? Sorry, I cut you off. You saw my no.
Jedi poo-doo. It was all right. I mean, the huts are huts.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome, dude. I like that how they're carried and like they're sagging like the weight, and I like that.
Yeah, they're fat fucking slugs.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was awesome, and then the main star of the show though is from the Dr. Aphra comics. Black Chrysanthemum shows up. The fucking
so I
Wookiee.
never.
I've never read them either. I mean, I've done research on them for like
like before the show. Never heard of them. Never seen them. I was like, okay, it's a Black Wookiee.
Yeah, no, same thing. I saw it and I was like, holy shit, that dude looks cool. And then when like doing like episode breakdowns on TikTok or whatever, I was like, nerd. I like looked it up. I was like, is this Wookiee from somewhere? Dude, he's a beast. Like,
yeah, that's what I heard too, because I work with the guy who's like his entire fucking life is Star Wars. And like I talked to him about it because he's like read every comic, every like episode of anything Star Wars released. He's played every game, so he's the fucking man on Star Wars knowledge. And he said like that's what like bounty hunter wise, like Cad Bane, couple other dudes, and then Chris Chrysanthemum.
Yeah, Black Chrysanthemum. He's a shit, man. And
yeah, that's what I've heard.
Like, so I don't know how much he filled you in on, but did he tell you about like? Basically, he's Wolverine.
No, I didn't. So I mean, that's all I know more or less about him is that he's like one of the most badass bounty hunters out there.
So he essentially has like metal, like he's got like implanted metal into his bones.
Oh shit!
So he's like super fucking, and he's got those like electric knuckles and
he's fisticuffs like, things.
Yeah.
I love those things.
He was a bounty hunter for years. Like that's what she was talking about. He's a gladiator, and like him and Boba know each other. They've been on missions together, and like. I can't remember the exact scenario, but he folds the shit out of Chewbacca.
No shit.
Like he beats the shit out of Chewbacca. Yeah.
What's his name again?
Black Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum.
It's spelled Krrsantan. He is the shit. And like after reading about him, I got so hyped for the following week.
Not Bobo.
But you're a fan too now?
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of Chrysanthemum.
He's a beast. He's a beast. They would call him Santo, I think, which is actually a cute little nickname. Then they go back to the Bacta tank, and we see that the Pike Syndicate is shooting off the Sand People, while
nicknamed Santy, BK, and Black K.
Yeah, they call him Santo in the last.
And Santo.
Yeah, that's recent though. I think they just added that for Boba. Anyway, he's teaching the Tuskens are teaching him how to use the gaffy stick, right? Which is, and then they kind of realize they're being attacked from multiple fronts. So Fett goes into the bar. 1 second, Kirby.
What?
Yeah. This is when, and then Fett goes into the bar with the Nikto gang, and he destroys everybody in there to get their speeder bikes, essentially to take down the Pike train. How did you feel about this scene where he goes in? It's basically, did you know it's from a deleted scene in A New Hope? Like that bar and the people in there. Yeah, like it's a hella deep cut. Like I don't remember their names, but like the guy and the girl in that tavern where he destroys that gang. They're like in that tavern in a deleted scene from A New Hope, and they're like Luke's friends.
I like roughly remember what you're talking about, but I need to see this. I need to like.
You're just watching everything tonight, aren't you?
Like I'm trying to remember. Like I know what you're talking about.
It's the guy and the girl, and then what do you mean? Boba Fett goes into the tavern and kills all the bike gang people, like the weird alien people.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
With the gaffy, with the gun and the gaffy stick, and then he comes back with the bikes, with the speeder bikes.
I remember now.
Yeah. How did you feel about that scene?
That was good. Like that, I want to say that was kind of the first like badass scene we saw of Boba in the show.
Yeah, but like I said, who was he fighting?
Well, okay. I mean,
Street level thugs.
Yeah, fair enough. But no, I thought it was cool. Just the entire like I saw. I mean, I kind of want to say just with like the action and everything, I got a bit like Mando vibes, like Mando episode 1 vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he's like first on the ice planet and he's like shooting guns and pulls the guy through the door. Yeah. Like,
God, Mando's so cool, bro.
It is.
He's clean as hell.
But yeah, no, it was good. It was really good.
When in this leads, okay, I thought it was pretty cool too. Not crazy or anything, but I was like, okay, that's cool. And the deep cut to like the New Hope was cool too. Then this leads basically directly into the train sequence where they bring down the train, and then we find out it's Pikes that they're killing, and they're moving spice to Tatooine. How'd you feel about this?
I mean, it's a train heist. That's all it is.
Did you like it or no?
I like the anticipation for it, and I thought it could have been like better execution. I mean, it wasn't bad, right? But I think it just could have been better. Yeah, I think
you thought it could have been better. I thought it was really good. It kind of reminded me of Solo, like when they were on the train with Chewie, and I don't know. I really liked it. Interesting though. What do you think could have been improved upon?
I guess everything with the Raiders besides the one black Tusken Raider. Just I mean they were kind of useful. Yeah, I think they were
like
just
a bantha,
there.
Kirby.
Like a bantha. Like a bantha. Meme fucking thing for days. That's gonna be a meme forever. Favorite part of Mando right there. Like a bantha.
Like a bantha. You mean Boba?
Yes. Boba.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Listen. Anyway. We're not sponsored by whoever that is that he's drinking. Anyway, don't we're not sponsored. Anyway,
free advertising.
So then after that, this is when they stick that lizard in his nose, and he has that like dream sequence.
That was weird,
dude. That was nuts.
Yeah, so I
hated that. Not like in a bad way, but like I hated it. Like I was like, ooh, yeah.
It was kind of like that. Kind of reminded me of like the little like in the Matrix when they have Neo pinned on the table and they grab the electronic worm thing and it like digs its way into his stomach. Hole.
It's awful. But then we get this flashback scene, and I thought that there was eventually going to be something with this flashback scene where we kind of see Boba like watching Jango Fett leave.
Yeah, like you see him.
That was never followed up on. They showed us that scene like twice, and then they never showed us it again.
I think it was just him
remembering where he's from on Camino.
Remembering where he's from, remembering who his dad was, and just like who he is who he was as a kid. Because I mean, from all we know, he looked up to his dad as as a good guy, and like he's still like to me, he is still saddened by his death when Mace Windu just decided to lobby off his head.
I still thought that was weird, though. I was like, why? I thought we were going to follow up with that. Like, I thought there was going to be some new information revealed or something,
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really...
Because they showed us it twice. I don't know. But, him grabbing the stick and kind of, like, metaphorically being reborn. And also, it was really nice to see Camino, since that's my favorite planet in Star Wars. There's a bunch of stuff in that movie that I love, but that movie is so average.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Camino is such a cool planet, but that movie's so average. Anyway, moving forward, he gets his gaffy stick. Then they, kind of accept him as part of the tribe. And then we get into episode 3, which is a lot of people's least favorites.
That was the biker gang, right?
Yeah, this is the introduction of the Vespa gang.
Okay, I want to.
This was. I'll be honest. This was my favorite of the 3 episodes when it came out. But
really?
when it came out, because the stuff with the Tuskens we'll talk about here in a second was really good. Him building his gaffy stick, which that was in episode 2, but I thought that was really cool, and like everything with the Tuskens. But this biker gang scene where he goes and tries to stop them from stealing the water, and then he pays the guy half the price or whatever, and then it turns out they were
the guy that like hired that brought Boba to the biker gang or whatever.
He's
a good actor.
I will admit, that is good writing. Like the dude says, "Hey, there are people stealing my water." He basically hires Boba the same way that Boba would used to be hired as a bounty hunter. And then Boba flips the script because he's not like that anymore, gives him the money, and then hires the gang. The problem with that is I don't necessarily feel as though this gang is trained. So
no.
Where's the benefit for Boba?
All they are a couple of delinquents that like replace their body parts and just like to hang out by a dumpster. That's all they are.
And I think they're the wrong type of cheesy. Like I hate the colors for Tatooine.
So okay.
It's just really not for me.
My thing with it, right, is okay. Have a biker gang, right? But have them just on like regular old
or
Tatooine
trick, like you
bikes.
can trick them out, but don't make them fucking neon colored. You know what I'm saying?
And I think we would have liked that biker gang more if it was like on Coruscant or something like that, you know,
or their bikes were just brown and gray. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just change the colors. It felt so Spy Kids, and I get that that's kind of the point because it's Robert Rodriguez.
How many episodes did he direct of it?
He directed.
He directed 3 of them.
3, 1, 2, and 7.
The last one.
Yeah. Which one was fine? No, 1, 3, and 7. 1 was fine. 3 I thought was good. I just hated the bikes thing. And then 7 I thought was
7 was the fucking bomb.
7 was pretty decent too. Yeah.
We'll talk about 7 a little bit because I got a lot to talk about.
So then we get back to the back to tank, and we find out that all the sand, people are dead.
I was really sad by that.
That scene is fucking brilliant. Like that scene. I thought that scene was amazing, and I was sitting there like, holy shit! Like, and he's burning all the sticks and cleaning up the village. I will say I absolutely hate that they even remotely pretend like it wasn't the Pikes. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like it's so obvious that it wasn't the Pikes. Oh my God, Kirby! Jeez, you have another one on hand.
You got to stay stocked. You have to stay stocked, okay?
Anyway, I hate. Did that bother you? Were you ever convinced that it was the Nikto gang that killed?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I don't know why they acted. I don't know why they drew that out for so long.
They talk about it later in episode 7 or 6.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
No, it's 7. They finally.
It's 7. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, it was. It was more of the we're just gonna throw him off your tail, or to throw him off our tail and think it's someone else to where.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if they wanted us to believe, as an audience, to believe that though, because if they did, I was like, why would I ever believe that? I mean,
you have to take a step back and think of it like someone who hasn't seen as many movies and shit as we have, and for the everyday guy that just sits down and watches it, it's like, okay, yeah, it's the gang did it.
Even then, Kirby, come on. And then even Finnick is that doesn't really sound like them in the next episode. You know what I'm saying? Even she's that doesn't make sense for them. I don't know, bro.
I mean, you gotta admit, that was a badass chase scene with Slave 1.
We'll get there in a second. I thought, you know what I thought you were talking about? I thought you were talking about the Vespa gang chasing the mayor, or chasing the mayor's assistant.
I don't know if they fixed it. But back in several weeks after episode 3 was released, there's a shot in the chase scene where the bikes are going through an alleyway.
You can see the set.
You can see the corner of the set. There's 2x4s there, drywall. I think you can see a hammer. Yeah. It was come on, guys, come on.
Well, to be fair, we're never supposed to watch it at I'm sure the person that found that just pressed pause at the right time.
Well, yes, but I mean, even still, you gotta. And any time when you're releasing something big for a big, company like Disney or a movie company, Warner Brothers, whatever, you've got to go by minute, second by second in the movie and look for mistakes. You just have to.
Maybe. I don't know. I kind of give them the pass on that because that's a frame by frame type thing, and that's going to take forever. You know what I'm saying?
No. Take a look at Game of Thrones, right? The last season. How many fucking mistakes were in those episodes?
Just one? I thought just the Starbucks.
No, I thought there was like 7 or something.
Oh, I thought it was just the Starbucks cup.
No. It wasn't just the Starbucks because I know, like in that final scene, or not final scene, but when they're at King's Landing and like the group of them are sitting in the circle, and the dragon comes down and they're trying to like diplomat the solution. Like there's a water bottle that can be seen behind like Sam's leg or something.
Okay. All right, well, let's get back on track.
Yeah.
Anyway, after, we get woken up from this, funeral scene by Chrysanthemum, like ripping him out of the Bacta tank, and then a fight ensues. Dude, that was really cool.
I will say, when we first saw Chrysanthemum, I was like, we're going to see this guy again. They put too much detail into that character to not bring him back.
I loved it. I thought when he ripped him out of the cage and started kicking everybody's ass, and the only way they got him was by like trapping him in the the Rancor pit. I thought it was awesome, and I saw a lot of people saying it was like awful because
no, it was great.
I thought it kicked ass. People were like, "What?" Like I saw one person being like, "Why didn't Boba why does he come back out in a robe instead of his armor?" And I was like, "You're expecting too much from Boba. I'm sorry, but like, why are your expectations so high for him?"
You need to quit hating on people that like Boba.
I don't hate on people that like Boba. I hate on
Boba. On their opinion.
I hate on Boba. Like if they like Boba, I just point out the fact that he's lame.
Well, you try to prove why your opinion's right,
which I will stand by. I will continue to do.
You're a terrible fucking
because
person.
My opinion about Boba is right, in my opinion. Of course. And then after they trap Chrysanthemum, they bring him out, and the twins are back, and they basically leave.
All right, you gotta I'm sorry, you just gotta say who the twins are again. Like the fucking
twins, the Jabba the Hutts.
Okay, you gotta say the Hutt twin. I'm pretty sure they're not twins.
They are. They're literally called the twins.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you notice in episode 2 though, when Fennec is like, "We need permission to kill them"? Who does she need permission from to kill the Hutts?
The other Hutts.
Okay.
Because I remember in an episode of Clone Wars, there's a Hutt count. Well, no, there's a Hutt council.
Yeah, I remember that too, but I guess maybe that's kind of a weird question to ask somebody's family.
No, anyway. I mean.
Anyway, I thought it was weird, just that the fact that they were introduced and then they left. I thought that was kind of weird. Like they're not talked about again after episode 3.
I mean there's a possibility of them coming back.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. We'll talk about it if it's going to get a season 2 later. After this is when Machete comes in and gives him
fucking surprising.
The Rancor.
So what episode is this that he comes in? 4?
3. We're still on 3.
Okay. No, that makes more sense now because Robert Rodriguez and Machete go way the fuck back.
Absolutely. You weren't going to have this series without him in it.
I mean, I was surprised by it, and I'm kind of upset we didn't get more Machete in episode 7 or something.
Yeah.
But I think that was just a thing to where oh yeah, hey, Machete's in it, and that was it.
Of course, yeah, he just gets a little cameo like he does in all Robert Rodriguez movies.
Not all.
Almost all though. So then they go and they question the mayor again. They find out the mayor is absent, but this is when the chase scene happens. It's not very good. And then we find out that essentially the Pikes are arriving and they're about to go to war with Boba, right? Which we'll talk about here in a second. Then we get back in the Bacta tank, and episode 4 takes place almost entirely in the past. There's maybe 5 minutes where it's not in the past, but this is essentially where we lay all the ground for him finding Shan, and then they get the ship back. How did you feel about this? Did you you said earlier you liked kind of the bonding between Fennec, Shan, and Boba.
Yeah, I did, and I'm glad they threw this episode in here because throwback to Mando season 2, you don't really question how he got Slave 1 back. You're just yeah, it's Boba. He's got Slave 1.
I did. I thought that was so weird. Yeah.
I never questioned it. I was it never crossed my mind. I was okay, it's Boba, Slave 1. Okay.
I was like, why was he on Tatooine? Why didn't he just get his shit back? And then they kind of
now we do, and I'm glad they did because I was like, how did he get his ship back? Where the fuck was his ship?
Also, I like that in this episode, all the groundwork they laid still fits in with Mando season 2 because it really feels like they planned it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like they already had the story figured out for Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, no, they did.
Like, because Boba Fett's background, like in like his costume, like it all matches up with his appearances in Mando. They had
Book of Boba Fett planned before Mando season 1 ever came out.
You think so? Yeah, Mando season 2 at least. I don't know about Mando season 1.
No, because we see Boba at the end of Mando season 1.
No, we see him in episode 5, walking up to Shand, presumably.
No,
it's just his boots.
Well, yes, but then at the last shot of Mando season 1, it's No, I mean it might not be the last shot of it.
It's Moff Gideon holding the Darksaber. It's it's the first episode of season 1 when we first see Boba at the end of the episode.
Yeah, okay. You see him in the black robe or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, from then
That's what I'm saying. I just like that it's all very cohesive.
I'm saying they probably had Book of Boba Fett planned, and maybe even another show after this. Since then,
or at least had the story like they knew exactly.
Well, like Dave Filoni and not
Jon Favreau.
Thank you, Jon Favreau. Like had like the idea for it. You know.
Yeah. So then we get Fett takes her to the mod parlor and she gets the parts.
Was that a rapper? Was he like a like?
It's somebody called Thunder, I think.
I guess we're just uncultured.
I thought he was from the Black Eyed Peas. I thought it was.
He is not from the Black Eyed Peas.
I thought it was what's his name?
He is not. He is not Will.i.am.
Yeah. I thought it was Will.i.am.
He is not fucking Will.i.am.
Which he's not. It's not Will.i.am. You're correct.
Well, you are disrespecting Will.i.am right now.
Anyway, he fixes that. That was fine. I thought that was a little long. Like I was like this. They're taking way too. We get it. Fennec Shand gets the thing.
I think the one problem that kind of encircles all of this that we have like a big problem with is that they are trying to make Tatooine too.
It just feels very different.
Too hip. If that makes sense.
It feels very different from the Tatooine we've known for so long.
Because I mean, we're used to the grimy, underworld.
It's very
nasty.
Clean. A lot of the new stuff is very clean. Yeah. Like I would like it if in the new. Like they explain, these mod guys have only been around the past year or so, and like
if they like made a backstory on them, because I mean we never heard of them in like the original trilogy,
and like maybe there's some disdain amongst the citizens. They're like these mod guys are coming in and changing like I wanted the people to feel the same way we did.
Yeah.
Like I wanted them to
all right, who the fuck are these guys?
These guys need to leave. Like who the fuck are they? They don't fit in. They're from Coruscant or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking hipsters.
Yeah, something like that. Like I don't know why. Maybe the traditionalist in me. Anyway, they get into the palace and there's this kitchen scene with the like fake General Grievous guy, like with the knives or whatever. This kitchen scene was bad.
That was just for a laugh. You that's the only thing you have to look at. You don't need to look at it for a story element or anything. It was just for a laugh.
That could have been cut. And the reason why is exactly what you just said. It was not necessary and it wasn't funny. Like I didn't think it was funny.
I thought it was funny. Okay. Your humor is just
your humor is the humor of a child. It was fine. I just thought it was unnecessary. And like, there's that stupid moment where he grabs that droid by the neck and slams him against the wall and goes, "I'm Boba Fett." And I was like, why did you do that?
It's just, you gotta
it's so weird. I don't know. I hated it. And then then they get the ship and then Fennec Shand proves she's a badass by like, my God.
I do like how they got the ship and like how inconvenient it was for them to get the ship, right?
Dude, I'm saying this is so cool for me. When Fennec Shand's beating the dude up on the like deck of the ship, and then she she does like a flip back into it, grabs her gun, shoots the thing, and then it closes on her. I was like, she is such a badass. Like I wish this show was called The Book of Shand. Like I was
that's Melinda May right there.
She's such a badass, dude. Did you? So you like that too?
Yeah, no, I like that too.
Yeah.
I just want to say one thing that I never knew about Melinda May, Ming-Na Wen, for the longest time. I did not know she was the voice of Mulan.
Yeah, I did know that. Yeah.
Like when I found that out, and this was probably prime time.
She's just, I don't think she's the singer. She's just the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, like, I did not know she was a Disney princess.
Yeah. Anyway, back on target. Stay on target. Okay.
Target.
They fly to the Sarlacc pit to get his armor, and Boba Fett somehow doesn't remember that they took off his armor. I thought that was weird that he was fully conscious when he came out of the pit.
He wasn't fully conscious, and I will say
he really was.
No, okay, hold on.
He grabbed one of the guys.
Hold on. Real life situation, okay? Like when you go through something traumatic and hard on your body, like a car wreck, you fall, you break a bone, you some terrible shit happens to you, and you get an adrenaline rush, and then you're just fucking freaking out, and then you go to the hospital, you get fixed, and then a couple days later you try to remember. You can't remember what happened.
I disagree because
I'm serious. I'm speaking from experience.
No, I understand, but for one, it's been several years since that happened to him.
Too,
and for two,
because I think someone did the math. He was with the Tuscans for 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years or so. But then two, he woke up, grab a dude's leg, and three, he's been a bounty hunter for 20, 30 odd years, so he's full of traumatic experiences. There's no way he doesn't remember that.
But nothing like getting swallowed by a Sarlacc pit and almost dying.
The fourth reason it doesn't make sense is because if he had the armor off in the belly of the Sarlacc, he would have been dead. So he knows that he climbed out with it because he blasted the fire through it and climbed out.
You still do stuff that you don't remember.
Maybe it was oxygen to his brain. Maybe it was because remember he didn't have all that air. He had no air.
Yeah, I'm just saying he doesn't fucking remember because it's a traumatic experience, and it happens to a lot of people, damn near everyone. If you go,
he doesn't remember because they wanted him to put the sonic charge in the Sarlacc's mouth.
You need to go get in a pretty terrible car crash. And go to a hospital.
You're telling me I need to get a near-death experience.
Have a near-death experience, and then and then I'm gonna come up to you and ask you what the fuck you have to eat for lunch right before your car crash, you motherfucker.
Anyway, he doesn't find his armor inside.
I'm just saying you gotta think real life situations.
Moving forward,
you gotta think real life situations.
Let's move forward. Did you like that he blew up the Sarlacc pit with the sonic charge?
So I thought that Sarlacc pit, because I thought that was the same Sarlacc pit that the Krayt Dragon got into in Mando season 1.
No.
I thought that was the same pit.
No.
So when I saw that, I was a bit confused, but after it happened, I thought to myself, I just thought, okay, it is what it is, and I mean, I didn't really think anything of it. I was more or less confused that wasn't the Sarlacc Krayt Dragon pit from Mando season 1.
Okay, those are two different creatures, so I don't know why you were confused about that.
Well, because they said that the Krayt Dragon took over the hole and pit of a Sarlacc pit after the Sarlacc dies.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, it wasn't the same one.
I can see.
I can see how you were getting. Did you feel it was dumb that Boba decided to move the ship?
Oh yeah, no, that was fucking stupid.
I feel like everybody else, even Ming-Na Wen, knew, Fennec Shan knew that was stupid too. Only people who thought that was a good idea were Boba. He's that shit. This is what I'm talking about. Incompetency. For no reason. He's just dumb here. I was like, why is he so stupid?
Yeah, no, I will say that's probably the most stupid moment Boba had in the show.
There's another one that I'll talk about later on that I think is equally. Anyway, then they go to we flash to the bar. We get out of the back to tank. We're back in the future. We flash to the bar. This is when Santo rips off the Trandoshan's arms and like
Yeah,
that kicked ass.
that was cool. Like anything with Santo is just awesome. And I was wanting a Wookiee rip
Yeah, this is the first time we've
appendages
seen it.
off.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen it outside of the Lego Star Wars games.
I thought
there might be a
we've seen
deleted
it
scene.
before.
There's a deleted scene where Chewie does it, but we've never actually seen it.
But yeah, no, it was good. I was waiting for it. I was like, and what's her name? What's her name?
The Twi'lek.
Garza Flip.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to talk to him and calm him down. Yeah, it was really good.
And then Boba recruits Santo, which is cool. And then, and the best tease in the entire season, I feel, when Fennec Shan goes, okay, our money can hire muscle. And then you just hear the, and Kirby, when that happened, I thought the episode was just okay.
I remember
but when that happened, Kirby,
I remember when you watched it, you fucking called me immediately afterwards.
When that happened, Kirby, peak. That was the best part of the show for me. When they teased the return, the return of Mando with, I was so happy, dude. I could not have been more happy. I was like, that was the best ending we could have had to an episode of Book of Boba Fett, and it still was the best ending.
Do you think it's good because it was Mando, or do you think it's good it just teased another character?
It's a great, two things. It's a great first setup for next week. Like, it makes you want to, see Mando again. And then it's fucking Mando. Like, who doesn't want to see Mando? You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Then we get into chapter 5, which the show becomes
Mando season 2.5.
Yeah. Then we get into chapter 5, which is called the Book of Mando. Yeah.
Is it called
the Book of Mando? Where the show completely derails, I feel. Even though this is the best episode in the entire series, the show completely
second best.
No, this episode has nothing to do with Boba Fett, which is so sad in my opinion.
Second best.
Din Djarin, we see him. He delivers the most brutal fight scene I think we've seen in Star Wars media in a long time, where he cuts that dude in half on a table at the butcher shop.
That's pretty fucking good.
Fucking crazy. Tell me that wasn't kick-ass, Kirby.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I saw him, I had to think back to Mando season 2 for a second, because I haven't watched it since it came out, and I had to remember what everything happened in it with the Darksaber and the
they do a refresher. Spear. They give you a little bit of a refresher.
A little bit, yeah, but I had to take a second and think, okay, fuck, what has happened since the last time we've seen him?
Yeah. He's still a god. Anyway, then Master Chief goes to the Halo ring and he finds
when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is this, Halo?
Yeah, exactly. Halo,
I was like,
dude.
What the fuck?
So Halo. They just rip that shit right off.
Like all you need is the
yeah, for real. Yeah. Then this is where he finds the armor, the Vizsla, and they talk about the Darksaber. They basically give the refresher course. Mando's hurt, because he hurt himself, which is the most relatable thing I've ever seen. The armorer then explains, the combat thing, and then we get this flashback to the Empire destroying Mandalore, which I think is the first time we've ever seen Mandalore in live action. The
Night of Tears.
Yeah, it's the first time we've ever seen Mandalore in live action. We've seen it in the Clone Wars, seen it in Rebels. We've never seen.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. We get a flashback of Din Djarin in season 1, where he's like hiding in a crate. Then it gets opened by a super battle droid.
It wasn't Mandalore. It was. Remember, he's a foundling.
Yeah. No, I just didn't know if that was Mandalore or not.
I don't think it might have been, but I don't think it was, because he's a foundling. Remember?
Yes.
So I think that was just when they found him, essentially.
But I'm excited. We're gonna get like an entire like just like jumping ahead a little bit, like we're like season 3 Mando, it's gotta be him going back to Mandalore and like the Night of Tears
We'll talk
reveal
about it.
and everything. Oh my god.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Anyway, then he turns the Beskar into the gift for Grogu.
They have half a fucking spear left.
You think she only used half the spear?
Dude, I mean that's you only see her melt like the head of the spear down, which is like that big.
Yeah, but you can assume she used all of it.
I mean, you can assume, but I mean it's they should have done like an entire thing of her sticking like the spear in the forge.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I thought that all kicked ass. Then the descendant of Tar Vizsla, he challenges Din. Paz challenges.
So did before now, did we know that was a descendant of Tar Vizsla?
Yeah, it's the same. It's I think it was. Yeah, we did. He said he was Clan Vizsla, and then in I think in Mando season 1 he said that, and then it was in the post credit scene, and he's also voiced by Jon Favreau, which is the dude who voiced. Yeah, which is the dude who voiced Vizsla in the Clone Wars.
I don't know who Jon Favreau voiced him.
Yeah, I think he might even play him too in the armor.
No, Jon Favreau is not that tall.
I mean, they have the same body type.
Jon Favreau is like 5'8".
I don't know. I mean, but also Pedro Pascal's not very tall either. So I mean, I don't know if Jon Favreau's 5'8", dog.
Fuck me.
What?
6'1".
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, dude, no. Like you look at him in like Iron Man and Spider-Man. He
doesn't look tiny.
He doesn't look tall as shit.
Whatever, dude. Anyway, then they challenge the duel. They do the duel. Oh my god! 1 second. There we go. Sorry. Then they do the duel.
Don't throw your nudes up there.
Yeah, for real. What's wrong with you, Kirby?
I'm sorry.
Okay. He beats Vizsla, but I thought this was interesting because he beats Vizsla without the Darksaber. He beats him with his Mando sword. You think we'll talk about it later, but how did you feel about the fight?
No, I knew a fight was going to happen when he brought out the Darksaber and you see that cross shot of like the Darksabers here, and then in the background there's like Vizsla.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, he's gonna like fight him,
challenge him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the ending of it. I think it's so interesting how, like the way the armor. Like I thought she was gonna kick his ass after he told her, I took off my helmet.
Yeah. I'm surprised he said it too. I thought he
I thought he was gonna lie. I thought he was gonna lie his ass off.
But I mean, fucking more honor to fucking Mando, dude.
Yeah, and then you're right. Perfect setup for season 3. He's definitely going to go to the caves on Mandalore with Grogu. And I think we can expect Grogu to get some armor along the way somehow. Which is
dude, I'm expecting a full like in 50 years or something. If we get like a flash forward of Grogu, I want to see like a Yoda-sized fucking Mandalorian. You know.
It's gonna be dope with a little Darksaber.
Oh god, it'd be so cool. It'd be so. I mean, like the Mando helmet could have the ears coming out.
Yeah.
It'd be so cool.
It'd be badass, dude. Anyway, then we get to he goes to Tatooine because that's where every single important thing that has ever happened.
Just a desert planet, to be honest.
It's one of the Outer Rim planets. It's clearly the most important planet in Star Wars. He goes to Tatooine.
You know what? You know what could have happened in the sequels to have made him better? Is if they blew up fucking Tatooine instead of one of the other planets.
I don't know if that would have made the sequels better. And maybe Rise of Skywalker. Maybe Rise of Skywalker. The other two are fine. Just get rid of Rise of Skywalker, please.
Ugh. Can we just have like a redo of
Rise of Skywalker? No, I don't want to redo because I like Last Jedi and Force Awakens. But
not just of Rise of Skywalker.
You can fix it. Well, I'll talk about it at a different time. We'll talk about it off camera. But you can fix the sequels easily just by making something after. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Anyway, has an old. So he goes there, and then she's got the Naboo starfighter. She's got the Naboo starfighter. How did you feel about this to replace the Razor?
Oh, I fucking loved it. I got I mean, I've always loved those Naboo starfighters. They just looked cool as shit in the movies and in like Lego Star Wars. But no, I was excited for it. I was, oh man, this could be for some. I was ready for it.
Yeah, I thought not bad. I was worried at first because I was like, this ship is pretty yellow, and then they sanded it down, and now it's slick as fuck.
They made a Mando Naboo starfighter.
I think they took a little bit too long with that though. I feel like rebuilding the ship lasted 8 hours. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, I thought I could have done without the run through Beggar's Canyon.
Oh no! Come on! Really?
It was pointless.
It was cool as shit.
I guess it makes no sense. Why hasn't anybody fixed that gate on the ramp? It's been 50 years.
It's fucking Tatooine. What do you expect?
Somebody to fix it. Like, what the hell? Like, or at least change it. Like, why does it look the same? Like, what was the fence for anyway? I don't know. Whatever. Then Boba Fett, you know, he gets the assignment from Shand, and he's like, I gotta go visit a friend. And then we all assume, like, Luke is gonna be in the next episode, whatever. So then then we get into episode 6, which is...
So when did they reveal Cad Bane?
In this episode.
Okay.
Episode 6, Cobb Vanth, you know, he does the opening scene with the Spice Runners where he shoots all of them really fast.
Yeah, no, I would say
badass.
This is... I want to say this is one of my favorite episodes of the season. Just because
This isn't V1? I thought 5 was easily the best, but you think 6
Which one was 5 again?
The last one we just talked about. Okay. 6 is the one with Luke.
No. I want to say this is my favorite episode. This is my favorite episode.
Yeah.
Just with everything that happened in it, from everyone that was in it that we didn't know was going to be in it, and just like plot development, it was really good because I don't think there was a single.
But not for this show. Like, that's my problem.
No, for the show.
Really good for Mando season 3.
No, for the show. Well, I mean, the Cobb Vanth shit.
The Cobb Vanth shit and the Cad Bane shit was the only stuff that was relevant to Boba. The other stuff, we could have gotten this scene. We could have gotten. We didn't need to spend so much time on Luke and Grogu. I felt.
I think it was one of those, they're trying to get it ready for season 3 to where they don't have to backtrack at all.
Yeah, but that's not the job of this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't make this show in order just to get another show ready.
So here's
you make this show to tell the story of this show.
Here's a solution that I've thought of, and a couple of other guys I've talked to. 3 episodes of Mando season 3 are about Boba. Instead of calling it the Book of Boba Fett,
just call it Star Wars. Yeah.
Now, what if you called it like Tales of Star Wars or some shit like that?
I guess, but even then, like, I would watch that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think if you make a Boba Fett show, just make a Boba Fett show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that hard to just not do this. Like, just have Mando go there, come back, and then, you know, we'll see it next season in Mando 3. Or just have Grogu show up at the end. Or how about this? You have Mando go there, he comes back, and then he says he chose the Jedi lifestyle. And then in episode 7, Grogu just shows up and is like, I chose you. Tell me that wouldn't make you fucking sob.
I think you gotta look past on the what if and just deal with what happened.
Yeah, and I don't think that what happened really belongs in this show, to be honest. But I mean, we'll see what they have planned. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, Cobb Vanth, badass, shoots the Pike Runner.
I fucking love Timothy Olyphant.
But yeah, he's great. Din Djarin then goes to visit Grogu. He's greeted by R2-D2. And we see the construction of the Jedi Temple that is clearly the one that Luke has in episode 8.
Like, I want to point out one of the shots in the show was it's the shot of you see the temple, and then R2 is here, and then Ahsoka is here, and it's the same exact shot that we get in Force Awakens.
Yeah, from Last Jedi, where we
it Last Jedi?
Yeah, well, we see like a flash of it in Force Awakens in her flashback, like where Rey touches the saber. Yeah. But the scene is really in Last Jedi.
Okay, yeah, and Luke standing there and R2. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, crazy. Then
why the fuck was Ahsoka there?
I don't know. It could have been anybody. It didn't have to be Ahsoka.
Yeah, she was just there to be there.
Ahsoka was there because Dave Filoni was involved, and he throws Ahsoka and everything. She's been in every TV show besides Resistance and Bad Batch, and I can damn well bet that she will be in Bad Batch by the time that show is over.
You think so?
Absolutely. There's no way. Are you serious?
I think she could be in Resistance too.
Resistance is over.
Is it?
Yeah, it already ended.
Oh.
That show just filled in the gaps between Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, so it only had to cover like a year.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so then Tano says you can't go there. You're gonna fuck Grogu up, and he's gonna like choose you or whatever. So he gives her the chainmail. Then we see Luke.
Did you know it was chainmail when they made it? Or
I had a feeling because we saw the rings.
Yeah.
So I
know. I knew it was.
Yeah.
Whenever I saw the rings.
So then we see Luke, who looks so much better. Like, I don't know what they did, but the technology they used for this is so much better.
What they did was...
They hired the YouTube guy, I know.
Yeah. They hired the deepfake guy that when the Mando Season 2 finale came out, there was a deepfake guy on YouTube that deepfaked it and made it look 10 times better than what it was, and then Disney reached out to the guy and they hired him, and then he was the guy who worked on this and made it fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks almost perfect. There were a couple shots where I was like, ooh, but
there wasn't for me. I was like, okay, there
were shots I felt where he looked more like a New Hope Luke than Return of the Jedi. Like, he didn't ever not look like Luke, but there was one shot where I was like, this looks more A New Hope than Return of the Jedi. Like, because Mark Hamill got in that car accident, right?
Well, yeah, and he had the fucked up mark on his cheek.
Yeah. So, like, you can tell when that's gone, and I felt there were a couple shots where I was like, this is from A New Hope.
Okay.
But other than that, it's perfect. Besides the voice, his voice is weird to me.
You don't like his voice?
Well, did you know it was all synthesized? Like,
it was Mark Hamill saying the lines, and then they just took them and edited them.
No. It was all from past footage. Like, they put his voice in a machine, and then they had the machine put out the voice.
You sure?
Yeah. Okay. They might have recorded. Mark Hamill might have recorded lines, but they took his voice and then put it in a machine, and then the machine coordinated all the words and made it sound like Mark Hamill, and it doesn't work in my opinion.
I didn't have a problem with it.
I just thought it was, some of his delivery is so stiff in my opinion, and I was like, I don't know. And then we get the scene between him and Ahsoka, which was fine. He was like, I thought it was weird, honestly, where she's like, so much like your father, and he looks at her, and I was like, because he was like questioning Grogu, he's like, I don't know if his heart's in it, and she was like, so much like your father, and I was like, no, that's more like Obi-Wan, honestly, because Obi-Wan was always questioning what he was doing with Anakin, and Anakin really never questioned himself when it came to Ahsoka, because Anakin's a dick, and I was like, I didn't understand that line. I was like, why would she say that? That doesn't make any sense. But
move on.
That's just me. You disagree.
You felt offended I didn't agree with you.
You didn't say anything, so I was like, whatever. Then we see the flashback scene to Order 66. Whatever, we've seen it a million times.
All right, no, it gets tragic. Each time we see a flashback of it.
I'm so numb to it. I mean, it is sad. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, oh yeah, it's sad. But I'm like, dude, we know it's sad. What do you want me to get sad about it again?
Yes.
He killed children. I get it. Let's go.
Move on. Old news. Fine.
Anyways, then we travel back to Tatooine, and the coolest reveal in Star Wars since Luke Skywalker at the end of Force Awakens happens.
You think so?
Cad Bane, Kirby.
So, when did you know it was Cad Bane?
I saw the outline. I was like, who the fuck is that? And then it cut to him twice more. On the third time it cut to him, I was like, that is fucking Cad Bane. And I could not believe they were doing it. and he kills the deputy, and he annihilates the deputy.
Mm-hmm.
But he shoots the marshal, and I never thought the marshal was dead, so whatever. But I just thought it was so kick-ass. Voice perfect. Everything is perfect about it. I wouldn't change a single thing.
So like a lot of people online were saying that they didn't like it, and they're stupid for thinking this. They didn't like it because they didn't.
You're stupid if you think this. You're stupid.
Well, yeah, no, you fucking are. Is that he didn't look like he did in the Clone Wars?
They're not stupid for thinking that.
No, they are fucking stupid.
No, I mean he's always looked like that. That's not.
No, look at his fucking form in the Clone Wars. His fucking face is like elongated, and he's supposed to have a mouth where his chin is. And then if you look at all the other portrayals of all the characters we've seen in live action, they're supposed to look like that too. No, get the fuck out of here.
I get it. It's stylized. I do like the way he looks better in Clone Wars. I'll be honest. But I mean,
it looks.
It didn't really bother me. It didn't really bother me, honestly.
But if you're complaining about, hey, he didn't look good as good as the cartoon, shut the fuck up. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's Kirby's opinion. That's
your
not mine.
opinion's fucking invalidated if you think
You're really going hard on this, aren't you?
Yes, no, I fucking am. If you think the cartoon version of Cad Bane was better than the live action, shut the fuck up. You need to stop voicing your opinion.
Oh my God. I think that's me, Kirby. You idiot. Whatever. Anyway, then the Pikes bomb the sanctuary.
That was sad.
Yeah.
That was sad.
The twilight goes away. I thought she would make it somehow. No, she's done. Anyway, Luke gives Grogu. Yeah, Luke gives Grogu the choice, essentially, the lightsaber.
Thinking on that one, were you?
And the chainmail, and I.
How the fuck did he get Yoda's lightsaber?
So in a canon comic, Yoda's lightsaber is destroyed.
Yeah.
But there's also a canon comic that kind of implies that Yoda might have rebuilt one. Like on Dagobah.
No.
It slightly implies. It's like Yoda, he's like, I'll never wield another lightsaber, but it's like semi-ambiguous. And if you wanted to, you could be like, okay, he wields another one. And you could just say Luke got it on Dagobah, like Yoda's new lightsaber. Which is whatever. Star Wars canon does whatever it wants sometimes. Especially if Dave's directing. I love Dave Filoni, but like he does it all the time. He just changes canon for whatever reason. Anyway, then we get into episode 7, and R2D2 flies Grogu to.
I thought it was good. I thought it was going to be Luke for a second. I thought we were going to get.
Wouldn't that have been so clean too if Luke just showed up in
it would have like Luke with Mando and Boba.
Yeah,
I would
like
love
Mando and Grogu, like Mando and Luke are like really struggling, and Luke just shows up and just takes the fucking thing out.
Like I would have loved to see the interaction between Luke and Boba Fett.
But you can only do that once, right? Like, I mean, Luke did the same thing in season 2 of Mando.
Yeah,
that's true. Anyway. That was fine. I thought they should have saved that for season 3 of Mando. Grogu coming back. I was like, I don't know. Imagine you just watch Mandalorian. Like now it's season 3. You go from season 2 to season 3 and Mando already has Grogu back. And you're like, how? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just weird to me that they included that in this season. But I guess we're just supposed to watch it all as one thing.
Yeah.
Kind of. Anyway, then we get to the Din Djarin, and they're formalizing their plan, and then Boba is there with Din, and then the Pikes surround them. They kill the what are they called? The green people. I know what they're called, but what are
the bodyguards?
Yeah, but what are they called? There's a name.
Oh, I've got no idea.
Gamorrean guards. They killed the Gamorrean guards by pushing them off a cliff, and they killed the wrong sidekicks, essentially. Like, I don't know why they killed those guys instead of the Vespa gang. There's actually one part in this finale where I got really excited because one of the Pikes shot one of the Vespa gang members, and I audibly celebrated. Like I commended them. I was like, good on you, good sir. Thank you for taking care of that
I'm
problem.
sure you did. I'm sure you
I
did.
really did. Anyway, there's this one scene right before they come out and they do the jetpack thing and they shoot, which is in and of itself so fucking cool, and I'm sure you can agree. But there's this part right before they do that where Mando's talking to Boba, and Mando goes, "I'm with you till we both fall."
Mm-hmm.
And Boba goes, "You still believe in that nonsense?" And he's like, "You're willing to risk your life, like to, for me?" And like Mando just looks at him and goes, "This is the way." And I was like, bro, this has got to be the coolest character we've ever had, bro. That's some of the coldest shit ever.
So, out of all Star Wars characters, is the Mandalorian your favorite Star Wars character?
No.
No?
No. Obi-Wan Kenobi is my favorite Star Wars
Seriously?
character. Yes.
Okay.
You're an idiot if you don't think Obi-Wan's the best character. That was a joke. I'm kidding.
But you're not you're not sticking strong to your opinion like I am.
No, I don't think you're an idiot if you disagree, because there are a lot of Anakin stands out there, and I don't understand how you can hate him or love a murderer. But that's just me. Anyway, Kenobi is the best character. Din Djarin is probably my fifth.
Fifth? Wow.
Yeah, you got Kenobi. Then you got I'd probably give it to Luke. No. Kenobi, Han Solo, easily. Luke, Poe Dameron, Rey, and then Din. But I like Rey. I'm crazy. People go, oh shit, what am I talking about? Kylo is above all them. Yoda is above like half of them. Kenobi's my favorite. Whatever. We could do this all day. Kenobi's my favorite. Whatever. That's all that matters. Anyway, then they're fighting, they do the whole thing, and Boba does the one thing that's actually cool where he shoots off the side and his knee cannons come out.
So I miss all of the Boba
action.
Well, Boba action, but Boba weapons.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking good. Just he hikes in the up thing, just shoots
when
out.
When they fly out with the fucking jetpacks, dude, that shit's clean as hell.
Yeah, it is.
But it makes really you wonder, why did they ever land? They had the high ground.
It makes them more vulnerable.
No, it doesn't. Being up there makes them more, they're able to see everybody. And then they land and then they get lit up. And I'm like, well, what did you guys expect? Why did you land? I don't know. The competency of Boba, dude. I don't understand.
You could ask a lot of questions on why do they not do certain things and be asking questions all the time.
I've got another one for you in this finale too that just makes my head scratch so hard. That's the first one though, is why on earth would he land? And I know Din did it too, but I think Din was just following Boba's lead. I'm making excuses for Din, but not Boba.
You're a bastard.
Whatever. Anyways, then Bane reveals, the Pikes, or that would happen before, but Bane revealed that the Pikes killed him, which we all knew. The other families betray Boba in Godfather style, which we all knew was going to happen. Then they all the people split up. They all get lit up. For some reason, the Vespa gang survives. The Gamorrean guards don't. Black Chrysanthemum gets pounded on by some Trandoshans, but I
thought he was going to die.
Me too. And I was like, please don't kill him. And he doesn't die, which he's a
tough motherfucker.
Dude, he had all those dudes on him, and he killed every last one of them too. What a badass dude. Anyway, then the people of Freetown come in, save the day a little bit, which was whatever. They said Cobb Vanth died, kinda, but I was like, no, he didn't. I don't know why.
It was a fake tease to make you think, oh yeah, no, he did die.
There was no way you would ever believe that if you have an inch of comments. He got shot in the shoulder, whatever. Anyway, then they the droids come out. They start wrecking shop, and this is a little weirdly shot. I don't know if you felt that way.
Oh, just all the droid scenes?
The way they're fighting with the droids, which were really cool. We've never seen droids like that before.
Yeah.
Was just a little weirdly shot to me. And I don't know why exactly, but it was just something about it wasn't I felt like they should be running a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
They were very stationary for some points. And I was like, okay. Anyway, while they're running, Grogu meets up with Din.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the best moments in the entire show. when he's hugging Grogu, and he's like, yeah, I missed you too. Dude, I almost started sobbing.
Of course you did.
Like I'm not even fucking with you. I almost started crying, and I wasn't expecting that. Like I wasn't expecting that. Like I really wasn't. But he grabs him. He's like, yeah, I missed you. He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, why are you here? And Grogu like jumps up and hugs him, and he's like, oh, I missed you too, buddy. Like, how did you feel about this? I thought it was excellent.
I thought it was heartfelt, but I didn't cry over it.
I didn't cry either, but I almost did. I'll admit it. I got a little choked up. Felt in the back of your throat, you know?
I'm sure you're used to that.
Okay. Boba Fett, he decides to go away and get the Rancor.
I completely forgot about the Rancor. It was so cool.
Listen, it was really, really cool. But Boba's such an idiot.
Why?
Like, he goes and gets the Rancor, right? But he doesn't go and get the gunship. Why does he drive all the way to the palace and not just bring back the gunship? Instead, he like entertains the idea of hurting the Rancor and like trying to kill these droids with this like ground level protagonist. And they say in the show, they go, oh, he doesn't want to destroy the city. But when you bring the Rancor into the city, that destroys the city. So I'm just sitting there thinking, why doesn't he just bring the Slave One? It's in Jabba's palace too, and it'll destroy them way easily. Kirby, he's incompetent. I can't stand Boba Fett sometimes, but I will admit, he kicks ass. Like when he comes in on the Rancor and he's got the saddle and like the camera goes up, it does kick ass. What do you want to tell me, Kirby?
So if you're asking that, you have to ask yourself, all right, why didn't he just go kill the Pike Syndicate head members when he knew he wanted them off the planet and he was going to kill them anyways?
Who isn't asking that?
Who would be? You're picking apart the story.
Are you talking about when he has no armor and he goes and visits them in like episode 3 or whatever?
Well, no, I'm just saying like after he gets everything done and he knows he doesn't want the Pikes on his planet anymore, or why does he just go fucking kill the heads?
He does. They literally die in this episode.
Yes, but that's after he like fights everything else. It's you're picking apart the story and doing like a
because it's easy to pick apart, Kirby.
And you're having a hindsight 2020 and saying, okay, instead of doing this, you could have done this, and doing this, you could have done this.
Why? No, it's not that he should have. It's why didn't he? There's no reason why he didn't. What are you talking about, Kirby?
All right, if he did, then a Book of Boba Fett could have been one episode.
What? Exactly. What do you mean?
So why are you picking apart a story?
That is literally my problem.
Why do you have to pick apart a story that's pretty good and just be happy with it and not?
I'm not picking it apart. I'm just saying it doesn't.
No, you
make
are
sense.
fucking picking it apart.
No, I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense for him to not get the fire sprite.
Fucking move on before I blow my fucking top.
Whatever, you're an idiot.
Because you're fucking wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Anyway,
I'm about to hang the fuck up.
So then.
fucking tempt me. You know I will.
So then, anyway, then he gets knocked off by Cad Bane, and he kills Cad Bane. Which can we just have a moment of silence for one?
No, that motherfucker deserved it. Fuck
best
Cad
character
Bane.
in Star Wars.
Fuck that blue bitch bastard.
I was so upset when he did that.
Get the fuck out of here.
I just wish he hadn't died. Like I wish they had, I don't know. He might still come back because when he dies, there's still a red light flickering on his chest.
Get the fuck out of here.
And he's also an alien, Kirby. You know, you never know. You could.
He's fucking old as shit, dude.
But think about this. Think about this. On a planet where there are mods everywhere, is a dude getting stabbed in the chest really that fatal?
Get the fuck out of here. He's dead.
Tell me that's not a possibility.
He's dead.
Okay, that's fine. I think he's dead too, but I'm just saying it's not impossible. Then these fucking idiot Vespa gang decide to fire at the Rancor. God, they're so useless. They fire at the Rancor. Din Djarin is the only one with any sensible, tangible, like, intelligence at all, because he goes, don't fire at the Rancor, and he tries to, like, stop it. Then he gets laid out, and then Grogu puts the
Grogu it becomes a badass like he always does.
Yeah. Grogu puts him the thing to sleep, and oh my god, it is so cute when he like lays down next to it. I almost had a cuteness heart attack, like when he just goes and like plops over, right?
Snuggles up to it,
dude. Excellent. Then Shan kills all the people that betrayed Boba. I thought it was cool just because I like Shan, but I really thought that Boba should have been the one to do that.
No, that they did it like that because they were in a different city than what is it, Mos Eisley?
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying with the Pikes killing Boba's people, like the Sand people, I felt narratively Boba being the one to kill them would have been more justified. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you get what you get.
Yeah, and I'm not upset about it. Like I said, I thought it was cool. Like way she like hangs the mayor. She's a savage. I love her. Anyway, then everything is fine, hunky dory, and the story ends. Grogu flies off with Mando, and Boba seemingly he says at the end of the show he's not made to be the guy for some reason, which was a weird line.
Just the fucking Grogu constant no.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, fine. Yeah, not bad at all. Okay, so Kirby, before we get into the post-credit scene and the sequel thoughts, what would you say your favorite part of Boba Fett was?
Favorite part or favorite person or
favorite part?
Our favorite part. I could say I kind of want to say two. One that's actually my favorite, and the other is kind of my favorite, but just to piss you off a little bit.
Honorable
mission. Yeah, just to like piss you off a little bit. I want to say my favorite part is just the entirety of episode 6 because it was a good episode and just solid everywhere. And then my second is Cad Bane dying because fuck that blue bastard.
Okay.
Yeah, so swallow that pill.
I'm swallowing that pill. My favorite part is all of episode 5. Just thought it was the best the show got.
So the Halo episode.
The Mando episode.
The Master Chief episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything about that episode was perfect. It felt more on board with like the quality that I kind of expected. I just thought it was excellent. Give Bryce Dallas Howard a Star Wars film. That's all I have to say about that.
Isn't she getting one?
No.
I thought she was getting like a trilogy or something. Or who was that? No, that's the Wonder Woman director.
No, she's not getting a trilogy. Patty Jenkins is just getting Rogue Squadron.
I thought she was getting a trilogy.
No, it's just a Star. Well, she might, but right now we just know about the Star Pilot movie she's going to make. Anyway, that was my favorite part of Boba. Easily, not even close. The Mando episode felt like a completely different show. That's all I'll say.
I'm fucking ready for season 3.
I'm so ready for season 3. Let's talk about post-credit scene. Post-credit scene is of Cobb Vanth in the back of the tank, and it was quite possibly the worst post-credit scene. I thought it didn't do anything for me. I never thought Cobb Vanth had died, so I wasn't surprised to see him in the back of the tank. And I don't know. I mean, how did you feel about the post-credit scene, Kirby? And where do you think Boba Fett could go for season 2?
He's taking complete control of Tatooine.
Really?
I think so. I think that's a good possibility.
You know what I think is going to happen?
What?
I think... Listen, you fuck with the Pikes, you're likely fucking with Crimson Dawn. So I still think there's a heavy possibility that we might get Kira from the Solo movie, who I think took over Crimson Dawn after Maul left. And since the Pike Syndicate is no longer running through Tatooine, I think she might have a huge problem with that. And in season 2, if there is one, in the first episode, I would really like it. I'm not saying this has to happen for it to be good or anything like that, but I think it would be very interesting.
You are saying that.
No, I'm not. No. They could make it good in different ways. I'm just saying, I think this would be compelling. Is if Kira came in and blew up Jabba's palace. Like just annihilated it. And then Boba and Fennec escape on the Rancor. And it's just them left. And it's Boba and like those two people, the Vespa gang gets exploded. and then it's Kira, Crimson Dawn versus Boba Fett. Like, tell me that doesn't sound fucking awesome, because it does. Like, that's the end of the first episode. Boba's just chilling in his palace, or somewhere else. He's on the Rancor with Fennec, and then the Vespa gang just gets blown up in Jabba's palace.
You really fucking hate the Vespa gang.
I hate those fuckers, dude. Stop telling that story. Just blow them up, literally. I was so upset when the Gamorrean guards got killed, and I didn't feel a thing when the Vespa guys. There's that one part where he does that spin that's kind of funny. Like, everybody's making fun of it. Like, that's always been in Star Wars. Shit like that's always in Star Wars.
No.
Are you serious?
Not like that. Name one other time.
Anakin spinning the fucking jet in Phantom Menace. Try spinning. That's a good trick. And then he fucking spins.
That is not the same.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
No, it is not.
Something as equally as dumb is Anakin even
No. The reason why it's
not
not the same is because in Phantom Menace, when he does the spinning, he actually takes out a couple of fucking pilots.
When that one dude does the spinning, he does take out the pilots.
He could have just
Yeah, Anakin could have just shot them.
No, he was trying something else. He was inexperienced. He was trying something.
Something spinning that's equally as dumb. In Revenge of the Sith, when Anakin and Obi-Wan do that thing where they just wave their wands, like their lightsabers around each other and don't hit each other. And then they go, and I know what you, Kirby, are all going to say, oh, they know each other's moves so well. They're using the Force. They're so in tune with each other. They're not touching their lightsabers because they know it. I don't fucking care. It's stupid. It looks stupid.
No, I'm just saying that's just for climax and action, and it looks cool as shit.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. It looks cool as shit.
It looks cheesy as fuck. No, it does not. Whatever, dude.
That's like one of my favorite parts of that battle. It's like one of my favorite parts of that battle.
It's so bad.
No, it's not.
It's so stupid. Whatever. Anyway, season 2. Do you have any predictions?
No.
Not a one?
No.
You don't think, oh, okay, well, what are your predictions for season 3 of Mando, since that's clearly what you actually do have a prediction about?
He's going back to Mandalore with Grogu.
What, is there something you would like to see?
No.
You don't have anything. You don't speculate on anything?
I'm content.
Okay, well, here's what I think is going to happen.
Fuck your opinion.
Since you have nothing to say, Kirby. I think, yeah, he's going back to Mandalore. I think he might go to Bo-Katan first. Because do you remember in season 2 of Mandalore, of The Mandalorian, when he's talking to Bo and she goes, don't believe everything you've heard about Mandalore, when Boba says, like, it's just a shard filled of, like, glass. Like, it's a planet that's made out of glass now. I think he's going to go to Bo-Katan and be like, what do you know about Mandalore that I don't? Like, how, like, you know what I'm saying? So he can help that, and she'll help him find the, like, pool that he needs to swim in the mines. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's likely. I think Grogu probably says his first words next season. And I'm thinking it's going to be Dad.
No. Get the fuck out of here. It's not going to be Dad.
What do you think it'll say? Stop.
I don't know.
Bro, imagine he's Dad. Caesar. Imagine he's like Caesar from Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and he's like,
stop.
No.
No. Yeah.
Just so good. Anyways, I'm really excited. Up next is Kenobi, which...
May 25th?
When I tell you my pants are wet from sweat.
I hope that's just from like the chair and your.
It's from sweat, and I won't go into
hot and humid in your apartment,
and I won't go into anything else.
Like
when I tell you,
sweats.
I am so fucking excited for the greatest Jedi to ever grace the scene to come back.
Diarrhea sweats are even worse,
dude. I could not be more excited. Actually, Bad Batch might technically come out on May 4th, so maybe we'll get Bad Batch first. But dude, I'm ready, and that's gonna do it. Unless you have anything else to say, Kirby.
Fanboy.
Where can people find you on social media, Kirby? You can find him at Kirby Talesky on Facebook and Kirby Talesky or Curbs McGurbs on Instagram. He will block you if you follow him.
I will.
So follow to get blocked by Kirby.
Yeah. The 1 or 2 people that will listen to this.
Probably no one. It's coming out so late. Anyways, that will conclude our show. If you guys enjoyed this, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps us out.
You got to make it shorter.
And add me on Instagram at Dylan Reviews. We're all appreciative of you listening and hope to have you back in a couple of days when we talk about Peacemaker. Like I said, thank you guys for watching.
Which we already should be talking about.
All next time.